Rolling? Hey everyone, what's up? I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about getting on video. You know that I've been working on this accountability group and I've been asking people like, what makes you nervous? What's holding you back from creating videos? And I thought, let me get vulnerable and share the thing that prevented me for a long time from getting on video as well, which honestly was my voice. It was my speaking. I had a really hard time speaking and pronouncing certain letters and words. I still kind of do. Sometimes it comes out if I'm like super tired or super stressed or something like that. I have a really hard time saying the letter R. I have a little bit of a lisp, and it really prevented me from doing a lot of things that I wanted to do, namely video. So when I was in elementary school, my classmates used to make fun of me by asking me what scary movie was rated. That was like the new movie in theaters at the time, and it was rated R. So they would do that, so I'd have to say R in front of the entire class, and I would like go home crying, you know. Eventually I had to take speech therapy classes for a few years, which did really help. But even still, when I look at my old videos from when I very first started, like my voice was so different. And I think it was partially just practice, you know, getting my mouth to work in a certain way and pronounce words and letters better. But it actually covers. So I really like this. But I think honestly, a lot of it was confidence, just doing it over and over, realizing that people weren't making fun of me anymore like they did in school, and that people are actually complimenting me. Actually, you know what's wild is I've had so many people tell me that they listen to my podcast to help them fall asleep because they find my voice relaxing, when that was actually my biggest insecurity of life. It's pretty wild. Oh, it's like painful though. All right, a little workout break. Ugh. So another thing that I heard prevents a lot of people from shooting content is equipment. People get really like hung up on having the right video equipment, and honestly, I wanted to record today's video on my phone. So this is just using my iPhone. I'm sure it's probably not, you know, quite as beautifully perfect, whatever, as some of my other videos, but I think you can really get the job done. And the only additional piece of equipment that I have today is this little microphone, which was, I believe it's like a $30 microphone. I will link it down below if you want to check it out. You actually don't really need one. I have other videos where I am not even using a microphone, and I think they turn out okay. I use my cell phone for all my B-roll in my vlogs. I don't like to bring my big camera out for vlogging anymore. Honestly, I think it gets the job done. So don't overthink it. My recommendation is always to start with what you have. I think one of the things that people do that kind of messes themselves up is they buy all this super expensive, fancy equipment, and then they realize, I don't actually like video, or they build up this pressure, you know, to like get their investment back for their video equipment, instead of just starting with what you have and you can upgrade over time. I've had so many different video setups over the years, you know, from point and shoot cameras to cell phones to big DSLR cameras to big fancy expensive lenses. You don't need all of it to start. Just start with what you have. Last thing is location, right? So a lot of people wait to do video because they're like, I don't have a really cool studio. I don't have a cool place to actually shoot content, but just like look around you. Luckily, it's starting to get warmer most places, even though it's quite cold today here in Michigan still. But, you know, look at all of the natural beauty that you have around you. If you have lakes, if you have parks, if you have trails. One of my favorite videos that I shot recently for TikTok was literally in the woods. Go film something in your car. Even just something as small as that can actually really shake up your video a little bit. And the other cool thing about shooting outside is that you don't have to worry about artificial lighting. You don't have to worry about having a tripod. You can just do things selfie style. Again, this is all about starting with what you've got, starting where you're at. Like, you can improve your studio, improve your setup over time, but I think there are just so many cool places that you can start with by just looking around and seeing what's out there. Editing Latasha here with another little tip for you. If you use Zoom, I think most of us are well accustomed to that tool nowadays. If you just go to your settings and go over to your background and filters, there are actually so many cool things you can do as well. So here I am just in my like living room, kitchen area. not super compelling, or maybe I just don't want to share this much of like my personal space with the world, you can go into your virtual backgrounds, and one of the easiest things to do is just to blur the background, and then you can of course just like make your own backgrounds. Oh, this one's kind of fun. Or maybe you're talking about best vacations to go on, and you can actually share the vacation locations behind you using Zoom, just recording your video on Zoom. There are also apparently video filters, which I didn't know, so like that's cool. This one, pretty cool. Like I might start creating some YouTube intros using that. I don't know, kind of fun. Samesies for this one. And okay, this is something I just discovered now, which use at your own discretion, okay? I probably will not be adding this into my video routine, but like, you know, my lip gloss is kind of worn off. I just ate lunch. Boom, there we go. That one's kind of pretty. So is this one. So like you don't even have to be fully ready anymore. Ew, now I feel like I need to leave it on because it looks kind of gross without it. You don't even need to be fully ready anymore. Like there are so many great technologies out there now to make this even easier for you. And like, let's just have a little fun here. I mean, do we want even bigger eyebrows than I already have? Okay, fun. Do we want a mustache? Wow, some things you just can't unsee. You just can't unsee them.
So anyway, if video is something that you're interested in doing, particularly long form video like YouTube videos, I'm going to leave a link down below. I left it in my podcast on Friday as well. You can pop your email in. I'll give you a notification when I open the doors to my video accountability group. The goal is that we are going to create 10 videos together, 10 long form videos in 10 weeks. I want to just encourage people to just go for it. Stop overthinking it. Don't worry about your equipment so much. Like, let's just create some cool stuff together to get your YouTube channel, you know, populated with some content. So that'll be launching soon. The email list is down below, and feel free to let me know if you have any questions about video or like starting a content strategy for yourself. Thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and you know, I'll see you next time. Bye. So there's Canada. I always like to tell people that's Canada that we're looking at. I mean, that's a ship. What is that? A freight ship? But that Caesar's thing and all that stuff, that is our good friends in Windsor, Ontario. Shout out to those of you who are viewing from across the pond, across the river, across the lakes. Love y'all.